Welcome and greetings. We are extremely pleased to be here with you today, this day of your time. Today's transmission is regarding the science of faith. This is a continuation of our course, The Game of Awakening. Dearest ones, we love you so much. We were summoned forth by your desires for knowledge, by your desires for truth, by your desires for peace, by your desires for love. But this is also said of everyone in your lives. Isn't this not true, dearest ones? The biggest hurdle when you choose to become physical in your third density form was the experience of what is perceived of as separation from Source God. But you are not separated, but it does feel like you are alone. Is this correct, dearest ones? This is why we call those who have chosen to become human upon Gaia are the bravest of the brave and the strongest of the strong. You are the ultimate of the athletes. You are the ultimate of the heroes. For you are truly the most amazing beings. This is our deepest knowledge, dearest ones. But you have forgotten this. You have forgotten the ocean of light ships that surround your beloved Gaia, that are watching with amazement and glory. You have forgotten the chorus of angelics who guide you with their song morning, noon, and night. You have forgotten the truth of what you are. You are magnificent. You are glorious. You are perfect. And we hear you tell us that you feel anything but perfect. But we tell you, dearest ones, we love you so much. We tell you that you are perfect. For you are a fractal of Source God. You are a manifestation of Source God. You are a mirror of Source God. And if you call yourself unperfect, then you are saying the same of Source God, which is not possible. For all that is perfect. There is only perfection, dearest ones. If you see a flaw in yourself, does that not then mean that you have learned how you would like to expand and grow, and it then gives you something new to explore? If you see a flaw in yourself, then look to see how you can expand and grow your consciousness instead of focusing upon what you see as a flaw. But there are no flaws, dearest ones. There are only perceptions of opportunities for growth and expansion. This brings us to the science of faith. For you see, dearest ones, faith is truth. Faith is pure. Faith is love. If one is experiencing lack of faith, then one is in fact experiencing lack of love. Lack of faith is a distortion, an inversion of the truth, which is all is one. The more flaws you see in yourself and in the world around you, which is a mirror of your own thoughts and beliefs, then the less love you see in yourself. And then therefore a lack of faith has been experienced. And why does one learn lack of love? It is part of the experience of the third density realm that you inhabit. When one takes physical form upon Gaia, one agrees to experience a temporary separation from Source God, from the all that is. This is how the human brain grows and evolves. There is no malevolent force that has caused humans to feel separated from Source God. This is part of the game of becoming human, dearest ones. This is why you are the bravest of the brave, to deliberately choose to feel a separation from the one infinite intelligence because of the way the human brain is wired. And then one has to somehow and some way find a way to learn a secret and hidden knowledge that is held within Gaia, that offers clues to a game that you do not know that you are even playing, is why you are the center of the attention of the universe. Let us rephrase this for you, dearest ones. Prior to incarnating, you deliberately chose to sign up for the ultimate treasure hunt game in the entire universe. You were told that there are clues hidden within Gaia that are in plain sight, but have been veiled in illusions and distortions. You were told that you would believe that you were alone and you would not feel any connection to the divine. And you were told that you would have no memory of any of this and you would not know that you were playing a game. And to make it that much more difficult, the entire planet had the base vibration distorted by service to self vibrations in order to keep you from ever finding any of the hidden clues. And you agreed to become incarnated upon Gaia. Do you now see why you have so much love, so much support, so much encouragement, so much attention? Originally, it was a game that was not as hard, but once the lower vibrations distorted the original intention of the game and redesigned it to become almost impossible to win, this is where humanity became stuck, so to speak. But over the past 20 or so years of your time, the original intention of the game has been reinstated, and the lower vibrations and their distortions and illusions are melting away. As you hear our words, you have already won the game, dearest ones. You have already tipped your own scales and found enough of the clues that you have won your game. Now it is just a matter of fine-tuning your knowledge and understanding so your brain rewiring can become easier. So if you hear our words, you have won. Period. Do not fret that you feel like you are unworthy. That feeling shall pass as you release all of the distortions and veils that are within your belief systems. The fact that you hear our words means you have reached the finish line. You have won. Now it is time for the party and the celebration. And this is where you releasing your views of flaws comes into play. As you release what you perceive of as flaws, both in yourself and the world around you, your love will begin to grow in leaps and bounds. If you believe that you have some big mission or purpose in life that you must fulfill in order to win the game, then that is a false and distorted belief, dearest ones. That feeling of a purpose in life is what was needed to get you to this point. If you did not feel like you had a big mission to fulfill, then you never would have looked for the clues. But you have, and you did. Now it is time to learn the science involved in order to deliberately create your desires, deliberately manifest your desires, and deliberately release your old beliefs that no longer serve you. Yes, there is a science to all of this, but it is more of an art than a science. Much like learning to play a piano, there are scientific steps to learn to play the piano, but the true beautiful music does not flow forth until one practices the steps until they become a part of you and then become an art. We have given you much information on how to deliberately create and deliberately manifest. Yes, those are separate things. We shall continue to offer you this information on a regular basis. With respect to the science of faith, we offer this knowledge to you. One does not develop faith. One does not learn how to have faith. One does not take steps to force faith. Faith is pure. Faith is truth. Faith is love. Faith just is. The science required is to understand all that is the opposite of faith, or that is in the way of faith, is a distortion, an inversion of the pure energy. Faith is pure energy. Lack of faith is an inversion of this pure energy. Creating an inversion of the pure energy is exhausting and tiring on a human, for it is not natural, and the inversion of the pure energy flows opposite to the flow of universal energy. So we ask you, dearest ones, what would happen if you stopped exerting so much energy into controlling the events in your life? What would happen if you stopped exerting so much energy into controlling the people in your life? Faith means life flows easily and everything works out easily and almost magically. If your life is full of measures to control events, then we ask you to re-evaluate your actions, for your actions reflect your beliefs. Humans are stuck in a feedback loop. They have a belief and then the world around them will create a situation that reflects their belief. And then the human says, "See, look, I knew what would happen," which then reinforces their belief. And then around and around and around they go on their self-imposed feedback loop. In order to truly celebrate that you have won the game, you must allow yourself to believe. You must allow yourself to have faith. And in so doing, you must allow yourself to feel extremely uncomfortable, extremely vulnerable, and extremely unsure at first. Because allowing oneself to not take control means they feel naked, and they have chosen to release all of their self-imposed and self-created false sense of security measures. This takes time and practice, dearest ones. But as you hear our words, we tell you that there are those who have done precisely as we have stated, and their lives are now that which can only be called as magical. It is your time to allow your life to celebrate. You found the clues. You discovered that you are connected to Source God. You discovered that you are loved by the divine. You have discovered that there truly is more than what you can see with your physical senses. It is time to celebrate. In order to experience more, then you must experience life beyond using your physical senses. You are perfect. You are perfect. You are perfect. You are unconditionally loved. We love you so much. Can you hear the angelic realms singing to you in the harmonics of vibrational frequency? You are held by the divine. You are cradled in the heavenly arms of the Divine Father and Heavenly Mother. It is time to celebrate. Remember, dearest ones, remember, I am. We leave you now in the love and the light of the one infinite Creator, Adonai.